Hey guys, it's Terry with Good Dog Coaching and Pet Care, and I'm here with Latte, Toby, and Astro over there in the corner. Toby and Astro are on place. I've got Latte here, and we're going to work on the kennel in terms of going in and coming out on command. All right, so Latte doesn't really mind her kennel. She doesn't always want to go in it. So that's what we're going to work on, teaching her to go in on command. So I don't want to have to down. I don't want to have to fight the dog to get them in the kennel, which is not to say that initially when you're teaching a dog about how to go in and out of the kennel that you don't have to physically maybe, force them in there initially if they're not food driven enough at all or enough. So we're going to use some food, and she's pretty food driven, so that's what we're going to do. Down. And right now we're working on her downs, staying in a down. Down. So she's only been with us a few days. She's still learning the concept. Obviously she's getting the word means to lay down, but the fact that she needs to stay in it, right? So down. And that's what we do. We just say wrong and repeat the command. Anyway, so I'm going to have her go in and out of this kennel using her food. I'm going to use the word kennel because crate sounds too much like break, which is a release word that we use with them. So anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's go. I'm going to throw a little bit of food in there, and I'm using her daily allotment of food that I have in my bag here. Kennel. Good. And as you see, she went right in. However, Toby got off of place. Good. All right, so I've got a few things going on here. And this is at this point when I've got, like, Astro's pretty rock solid at this point. Toby's learning when I'm talking to him or not talking to him. Toby's on a remote collar also. You see I've got his leash attached to the leg of the place cot. That way he can't get very far should he step off. And I fully expect him to step off somewhat just because he's learning. And that's part of it, is things going on. Part of the training is things going on around you, and you still have to remain in command. So, Astro, down. Good. All right, so I gotta kind of keep my eyes everywhere so I can catch when somebody breaks command. But this is good for you to see how, if you've got multiple dogs. Now, initially with all of them, any of these things, I work with them individually to start, but then we've got to start, like I said, challenging them a little bit more and having some things going on around them while they're holding the commands that they know. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so back to Miss Latte. So she's in the kennel. I'm going to start opening the door, and if she were to start to come out, I would just simply close the door, okay? Even things like picking up the leash. Just because I pick up the leash doesn't mean I've invited you out. She should be waiting, and she is, to hear me say those two magic words, let's go, okay? So, let's go. Good. All right. And then we just do in and out. Latte. Kennel. Good girl. Good kennel. So I am using a clicker. It just marks the moment she's doing the right thing, which is going into the kennel. And after she eats that, then I'm gonna, also one of the things I like to do is capture good behaviors, which means when they do something nice, click and reward. So after we do a few in and outs, I'm going to wait for her. Kennel. Good. I'm going to wait for her to lay down before I click and reward. So I want her to go in and lay down. Okay. So she's laying down, so I'm going to click that behavior and reward it. Okay. Let's go. Good girl. Kennel. Good girl. Let's go. Kennel. Good girl. right there. She stood there for a moment, then she laid down, so I clicked and rewarded. And I'll reward her several times for that, so she knows, ooh, that's what you're really looking for, right? That's called capturing a behavior. And I like that too. So that's even better. The fact that not just is she laying down, she put her head down, we call that a double down. And that's just even a calmer state of mind, right? Click and reward. Good girl. And Mr. TOBY is doing great over there. See her figuring out, how do I get more food? That's great. Awesome. Let's go. Good. So I'm also going to start clicking when she sits when she comes out. Oh, I like that too. So whatever you like, mark it and reward it, right? Latte. Kennel. See how quickly she laid down that time? Good job. Good job. I think this is super fun. I really enjoy doing this. Just, you know, seeing them figure things out is just the best to me. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. And as you mark and reward things, you start to see them happen more quickly. So, Kennel. Boom, there we go. Good job. Awesome. Also too, when you're giving your dog a bunch, don't give them the whole handful and just let them eat it. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how they know really that they got more. Good job. Okay? So, let's go. Good. Good. Now next time when she comes out, I'm gonna wait until she lays down before I click. Latte. Kennel. There we go. Awesome. Do it one more time. Latte. Kennel. Okay, so that time, instead of using the food to lure her, I actually gave her the command and then rewarded her. She went in, turned around, and got the reward. Which is, you know, you want to do this over and over so that you can get to that point. And eventually I wouldn't need food at all. It's just that you've patterned in the command. And that's really the goal, because I don't want to always have to give them food. That's good. Very good. Kennel. So there's the whole sequence, right? She goes in, she lays down, puts her head down, then she gets the food. And actually I clicked a little earlier. I should have waited to click until she put her head down. There you go. Good job. Good. Because that is the state of mind that you want your dog in when they're in their kennel, right? They're going in there to rest and relax. Let's go. put my head down out here too. Good job. Let me see if I can get it right this time. Latte. Kennel. Go. Good. So right there she needed a little bit of, she's paused, so I gave her a little bit of leash guidance. That's fine. We just started doing this. So she's actually going through this pretty quickly, guys. Wrong. Kennel. Right? Typical. You know, this is pretty quick. A lot of dogs, it doesn't go this quickly. So, you know, she's been here for a few days, and while we haven't done this exact exercise, we have, you know, obviously she's been being crated. So when she first got here, she was very barky inside the kennel. You know, kicked up a fuss, more forced to get her in. So we've just, you know, been not physically working on this exercise, but, you know, she's been going in her kennel. So anyway, there's just been, you know, there's a lot of things going on between the two of them that this was not the highest priority, but at the time, in the beginning. Latte, let's go. Latte, Kennel. Good. All right. So, just want to share that with you. Again, you know, when I get, in terms of these two back here, they're on remote collars, so, you know, Astro was just over there. He's great. I mean, he's really doing very well. But he was just over there. He's over there right now biting on his tail. So here's the great thing about the remote collars is that I can just do a little tap that just kind of like reminds him, hey, stop biting your tail. Or whatever other shenanigans you're doing over there. What they're doing right now, which is just chilling out, is exactly what they should be doing, right? That's what the place command is all about. So, Toby is rocking it right now, for sure. Let's go. Good girl. Let's go. Latte. Kennel. Good girl. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Latte. Kennel. Good girl. So I've been working with her on going in and laying down. And then when I ask her out, you know, coming out and sitting down. And she's doing pretty great. Let's go. Good job. Girl. Let's go. Latte. Kennel. Good girl. Good. Let's go. Latte. Kennel. Girl. Yay. Let's go. Right, so that's pretty great. She's doing a good job. Latte, Kennel. And these are just in and out exercises, right? To get her used to going in on command and, you know, coming out when invited, basically, on command too, I guess. So, let's go. And coming out and sitting down. So, instead of racing out and being all excited, you know, learning to come out and sit down and be calm in a calm frame of mind. So, anyway, that is Little Miss Latte and her kennel exercise. We're working on that every day. And stay tuned for her progress for some other things that she's working on, all right? Terry Hansen, Good Dog Coaching and Pet Care. If you got comments, post them in the comment section. Or email me at info@gooddogcoaching.com. Take care.